Yo, what is up guys? You guys wanted to know how to use Natro Macro and set it up. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to do that. It's a very viable resource for people that can't be on the game 24/7 like me and like 99.9% of people. So, quick disclaimer, you cannot use this on MacBook or anything that's not Windows computers, so not mobile or anything. But on MacBook you can find some things similar to Natro Macro, but it's more just kind of like a auto clicker instead of the actual macro. So first thing you want to do is you want to go into the description and you want to pull up auto hotkey. Should be the first link in the description, and once you pull up auto hotkey, all you have to do is press download. And then I don't think it matters which one you download, but I probably just download the version 2. And then once you download that, you can just complete the download and you don't have to do anything else with that. You can just close it and you're good with that. So after that, join the official Natro Macro Discord, Natro Macro, and you can go into the Natro Macro right here on downloads and click the direct download. If you click here, it is going to give you a potentially dangerous download, but it's just because it's a custom made macro. And then just press continue with download and it'll download it for you. And I think you might have to download WinRAR. If you guys do need to download WinRAR, I'll also link that in the description. It's just a executing file compiler basically. But basically, once you get here, you should have Natro Macro, and you can open it through, I use WinRAR, and you can right click on this, or you can just click extract. Instead of having to right click and extract, you can just do extract to, and I recommend putting it on your desktop, so that's easier to find. Click OK. I'm not going to do that since I already have it on my desktop, but basically once you get it to your desktop, all you have to do is open the folder, and if you installed the auto hotkey, there should be a Natro Macro, all caps right here, and you can double click it and there should be a purple ring that appears around your mouse, and then boom, Natro Macro pops up. So Natro Macro, there's a few things that you need to set up for it to work, and the first thing is you go to your settings and hive settings. You have to determine what hive you're in basically. So let me open the game and this real quick. So say, for example, my hive is the third one to the right. So you have to think about it as this being the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So I'm the third. So I'd go in here, select the drop down, and do third. And also, you have to put the amount of bees that your hive has. And by doing that, you can just hit this if you don't know, and it'll say how many bees you have. And then what you need to do after that, I wouldn't mess with the weight for whatever to convert and any of this stuff in the middle, but if you do have a private server, you can paste the private server link right there. And if you want to reconnect every so hours just to make sure that you stay connected, then you can set up like 4 hours or whatever. But a really important thing, so that you don't like run out of fields and stuff, is movement speed. So the way to check movement speed is by going into your settings, scrolling down until you find movement speed. It should be right here, move speed. So you need to wait until, if you have a bear bee, until this is over, or if you have haste bees, aka anything that gives you haste, you need to wait till that's over. And then you can't have anything that gives you haste, and that will display your actual move speed. So once this thing runs out, I have a move speed of 36. As you can see, there's nothing that boosts my haste, Then you go into the macro and put in what's there. And once you do that, you also need to put on what sprinkler type you have and what move method. Cannon, if you have the red cannon unlocked, don't choose walk if you have the red cannon unlocked. It's really stupid to not, because it's 10 times faster. So choose cannon, and then sprinkler type, I have supreme. Choose any of these. And if you have like balloons or whatever, you can choose whatever. I would always say always, but it doesn't really matter. And then leave everything else by itself. And to quickly explain this, you basically choose whatever you want. You can have up to 3 at a time that it cycles for every backpack. And it's all just, if you don't know what any of these are, I'd recommend testing while you're at your computer, or you can just go with the basic that it gives you. Because like if I just click dandelion, it's gonna instantly give me lines, I'm pretty sure, or spider, it's gonna give me corner X snake. So I would just keep those at the standard that it gives you. The next tab would be collect and kill, and I recommend collecting the clock because it'll give you tickets, and glue dispenser if you have it, all that kind of stuff. You can choose any of these. Don't put up any of these because that's for beesmas and it's gonna mess with your game basically. So after that, you can also do anything like Mondo, you can grind amp passes, do Robo Pass, Honey Storm, that kind of stuff. But just once again, don't do the beesmas stuff. And then if you want to do kill stuff, like if you want to just do loot grinding, you can turn on all these, and make sure if you want to actually collect the loot, not just kill it, to mark this as well, or else it's just going to bypass the loot and not pick up anything. The next thing to do would be kill Vicious Bee. If you want that, choose the things that you'd let it spawn in and that you'd go do. If you want to kill the big bosses, the Stump Snail, it'll do this for you, but do nothing is probably the smartest because you want to see what's there before pick that up. And I would recommend keep old unless you don't have a King Beetle charm. But next thing would be boost. If you want boost put up, like the mountain, the red and the blue from the HQs, or if you want hotbar slots, there's micro converters. Like you can use anything like whirligigs, enzymes, like that kind of stuff. And quest, it will do polar bear, black bear, bucko bee, and Riley bee quests yet right now. But I'm not sure how well it works because I never had to do these before. I kind of do quests on my own time and let the macro just do honey and hard quest grinding, like 250 million, or well, that's not really that hard, but like a billion for one of the spirit bear challenges. That's what I definitely recommend using this for. And planters, I don't use planters on this personally. I just plant my own planters so that nothing bad happens. But manual, I definitely wouldn't recommend doing this. I would just go over here, and it does look very intimidating, but if you basically just choose where you want your like type of planter to go, like all these allowed planters or whatever, if you have these, and these are basically where they would go, because allowed planters and allowed fields. And there's also, if you need to grind like the Dapper Bear challenges, like nectar priority, it will collect the nectar for you. But I'm gonna keep that off. I don't ever use that. Also, status just shows you what's happening. And if you want to set up a Discord webhook, you can look at those. I'm not gonna go in depth on how to do that because sometimes it doesn't even work for me. But I would definitely recommend looking that up if you want like notifications on like your private Discord server or something. And that's about it. And here are the contributors and stuff. And then once you put in everything correctly, you should be able to just choose one of these. And I'm actually gonna take these off so that it'll just instantly go to it. Make it easy for you guys to see what it's supposed to look like. And if we do, for example, just bamboo, just press F1. Also, by the way, field drift composition, everyone says to have that on, but for me, field drift composition just doesn't work, so I just keep it off. But you can press F1 on your keyboard, or you can just press this, and the game will reset you until you spawn at the hive. If you spawn at the little starting location, it's gonna just keep resetting you until you get put at your hive. And once it registers that it's at your hive and that there's nothing in your backpack, it'll start sending you on the way of macroing. And also, you can tell if there's a macroer because a lot of people use Natro Macro. If they walk like this, you can tell it's not Natro Macro. But it should launch me through the cannon like I asked it to, and it'll just start farming in the fields. And it'll do this for however many hours you ask. Also, I have a weird pattern on right now. So yeah, you did just watch my character run into the wall, but it will be fixed overall. Like, because it thinks that there's more space because I have a different pattern on. So that's probably why, unless you don't know what you're doing, to just keep the regular patterns on. But yeah, and then once you're done, you can. I'm pretty sure you'll have to click F3. So if you have a 60% keyboard, press the FN key plus I think it's going to be 3 on your keyboard, or it's going to be 4 on your keyboard. And once you do that, it's as simple as just closing it, and then you'll be able to just reopen it at any time with no issues. If you do have issues, I'd recommend going into the Discord and talking to one of the staff members, or just talking to people who have had the same issues and have been able to fix it. But yep, that has been all for the Natro Macro, and I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to drop a like, and if you want to share this with a friend who needs help with this, it would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.